Yo, what's up everybody? It's Adrian with Tris Toys and welcome to my very first video. And today I get the honor of reviewing the 2022 The Batmobile by Spin Master. And I'm gonna tell you right off the jump, this thing is a serious go. If you see it, get it. They've already started distributing this thing out to Targets around the country. I'm telling you, you will not regret picking this sucker up. It retails for about 30 bucks. Grab it, grab two, whatever you can do. I'm telling you, you won't regret getting this thing. Before we go any further, please make sure if you like what you see to hit the like button, and please subscribe if you want to see more content. Make sure you hit the notification bell so that you'll get those notifications whenever I post another video. The first thing that I'm going to talk about when it comes to this particular Batmobile is the build. This sucker looks so much like the model from the actual movie. So I'm gonna set this right here and I'll put an actual side-by-side picture of the actual model of the Batmobile from the new 2022 movie with Robert Pattinson. Bam, you can see the similarities are just uncanny. Like I said, Spin Master did an awesome job with this as far as the form factor goes. One of the first things that jumped out at me is how they actually added doors to get into the car. Okay, and what I mean by that is I'm so used to getting Batmobiles at this price point. You're talking about the $20 $30 price point where the entrance to the Batmobile is something, you know, kind of crazy or wonky where the whole top comes off, or even back to the 1989 Batmobile with Tim Burton and Michael Keaton where the canopy wouldn't slide like it did in the movie. It just kind of flipped up and hinged up. I hate that. It was a pet peeve of mine. So I'm so glad that Spin Master actually came with the actual doors on it so you can put the figure in. Another thing that I love about this is that they included a 4-inch figure with this Batmobile, and you can actually fit him inside of the Batmobile. It's I mean, this might seem like something little to some people, but to me, this is major because I'm so used to having these Batmobiles where they have this huge figure that fits inside of it, or they make it something like a 1-seater. This is actually a 2-seater, so if you wanted to get another 4-inch figure, let's say you want to get the 4-inch Selena Kyle, Catwoman, you could put her in on this side as well. Thank you so much, Spin Master, for actually doing this and making this a lot more faithful than other Batmobiles at this price point have been. It's not the best figure in the world. I mean, you're not getting, you know, a Hot Toys or Mezco or anything like that. I mean, this is a 4-inch figure that will go inside the Batmobile. But what I will say is that they did include a lot of detail on it. You can actually see little darts or whatever they are in the gauntlets there. One thing I didn't like about the figure is this cape is very cheapy. It's kind of vinyl. It's almost like a shower curtain, it kind of feels like. But either way, you got a 4-inch figure, which is good for displays that you can actually put inside the vehicle. So to have this and have it be as detailed as it is, I think it's just major. So where you put them in, bend them down, side, make sure the cape is in, right? Boom. There he goes, ready to go fight the Riddler, ready to go bring peace to Gotham City. I'm telling you, this thing is dope. Another thing that I like about this particular Batmobile is the inclusion of rubber tires. Bam. It changes the game for it because it gives it a much more premium feel right out the gate. Even if the body is, you know, the body has this smooth type of silicone texture, but it is plastic. It's not the, you know, most expensive plastic. It is plastic, but again, it's a $30 toy. The form factor is there, the rubber tires are there. It's a go. Even the interior of this thing is not super detailed, but if you look inside, you can see all the moldings are there. If you ever wanted to add like some sort of fiber optic cable, or if you wanted to print out your own stickers and put it for the interior, it definitely gives you a base for that. Even checking out the detail on the rear, you've got the engine. All the detail that is in the engine is just fantastic. You've got the curves back here. You've got the flames that they've included, which is cool. The only thing I was expecting, and they didn't include lights on these two flames right here. The only light that they have is on this one coming out of the engine, and they didn't include LEDs coming out of these tail lights. So I feel like that was a miss. It's not a deal breaker, because these things are something that you could actually work on if you're into customizing and you want to add LED lights. They do give you a base start for it, so you do have that opportunity to do that. Now, the way that this thing works, you have a switch on the bottom right here. By pressing this button right here, turns on the lights in the back. Turns on the lights in the front. This thing comes with sound also included. You have 15 sounds that they've included with this Batmobile. Now, I'm gonna tell you right now, the sound is pretty loud. So if you have a problem with it being loud, I know I did, because when I first got it, I was trying to try it out, and I was hoping I didn't wake up my daughter. So if you don't like the sound being as loud, I would highly recommend you put some foam or tape or something to kind of muffle the speaker on the inside. The other thing that I didn't like about it is that the paint job is not super duper accurate. When you look at the Batmobile from this particular movie, this part on top, this grill part, is actually metal, and on this model it's just, you know, it's black plastic just like everything else. This is not a deal breaker for me. I'm just being nitpicky at this point. What's cool about it is that it leaves room open for customization. So just like with the tail lights, if you ever did want to paint over some of this stuff and maybe give it some weathering, it is a great base for you to start. So even though I don't like the paint that much as far as up here, not a deal breaker for me. The last thing, the last pet peeve, and I really wish that they would have done this, is that the lights do not stay on. The lights only come on when you're either pressing the button or if you're actually moving the Batmobile and causing the sensor to pick it up. I'll be customizing my model and sort of bypassing that switch so that the lights can stay on. So again, all these things that I said I didn't like, they're just nitpicky things. They're nothing that that would definitely be a deal breaker for me, because honestly, for a $30 price point, this is the best Batmobile I've ever bought that was related to one of the movies right out the gate at this price point. I mean, this thing, Spin Master did a wonderful, wonderful job, and I hope they continue doing such great work with this. So just to wrap it up, let me just mention all my pros and cons. My first pro, awesome build. Looks almost exactly like the movie. It's got rubber tires. The figure fits inside. The price point, 30 bucks. The features, the lights, the sounds, for me, awesome. It's very, very, very much a go for me. The cons, the lights won't stay on. I really wish they would have put the lights in the tail lights here, and I wish they would have made a way for these flames to light up. The sound is pretty loud. The plastic is not as good a quality as I was hoping, and then the paint is not as accurate. But again, all those cons are really not, they're nitpicky things. They're not deal breakers. They're not something where I'd be like, oh, well, I'm not gonna buy this because of the type of plastic. No, this thing is amazing. So that being said, the pros definitely outweigh the cons. This thing is a major go. Go pick it up, enjoy yourself. Please hit the like button if you like what you saw today, and please hit the subscribe button if you want to see more videos. Until next time, peace.